Hi friends, VC, how's everybody doing? Wes here checking in with another Vinyl Survivor. This is number 13, unlucky number 13. But hopefully it's lucky. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I know I did. It was pretty relaxing, it rained a bunch, and I just played a lot of vinyl. It's what we love to do, so that was good. I know we're coming up on the fall TV season, and that's sort of something that's gonna be cutting into my vinyl listening. So yeah, it's been fun this summer to be able to listen to a lot of stuff, and I'm really enjoying it. So let's go ahead and get into it. I know these survivors have been coming fast because I've been listening so much. I've been hearing a lot of new stuff, and I just want to check in before it gets too big. I'm trying to cut these down and make them not so long. Try to do these when I get 10 or 12 instead of when I get up to 20 or so. They get a little long. So anyway, this time there was only one that I just didn't decided not to keep. It was just okay. It just didn't really grab me. This is Aswad Live and Direct. Reggae, or 80s reggae, but sort of early to mid 80s. It just didn't grab me. It was okay, but so that one's going in the trade or sale bin. So anyway, moving on to the stack. We have a pretty decent stack here. First thing we got is Magazine's The Correct Use of Soap. Magazine is a post-punk band from the early 80s. This is their third album from 1980. This is a promo copy, actually. And this one's a little more punky than their first two, or the Secondhand Daylight is their second one, which is the one I just showed in my last update video that I listened to before this one. That one was a little bit more post-punky sounding. This one has a lot more faster, sort of punky sounding songs. A little bit like the B-52s at times. I kind of got that vibe from it. Yeah, this is pretty enjoyable, interesting here, and it's something I bought based on Jeff Recordman's suggestion years ago. Just something I ran across in a thrift store, and I was like, oh, Jeff has talked about that group before, I better buy that. So that was kind of a VC inspired purchase way back in the early days of the VC. Next thing you got is something that really caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting to love this as much as I did. This is Suzanne Vega's solo debut, or Suzanne Vega's debut album, I should say, self-titled. Very, very amazingly good. Reminds me of Jewel's first album. Very, very good. Very, very, very good album. But yeah, I definitely recommend this if you like sort of female singer-songwriter. It's beautifully recorded. It's beautiful songs. Definitely a recommended one. Next up, we got another reggae one. We got UB40's Jeffrey Morgan. I like this a lot. Also, I mainly know UB40 from Red Red Wine and that kind of stuff, and I really don't enjoy that at all. And this is more sort of on the reggae side rather than that poppy reggae that they did with Red Red Wine. I really like this a lot. Really, really good. UB40 is out of the UK, but yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. This is from 1984. UB40, Jeffrey Morgan. Check that one out. It's a good one. Next up, some more reggae. This is out of a batch. I bought a bunch of reggae at once, and these are all from the same batch, same group of from the thrift store. Here, we got Steel Pulse, the True Democracy. This one was really good. Enjoyed this one. It's slightly political, which I tend to like the more political reggae songs, a little bit edgier stuff, and this one was really, really good. Really enjoyed that one, so check that one out. Next up, we got some King Crimson. This is Discipline. This was the first ever King Crimson I purchased, and this is the first one I've listened to now. This is a later Crimson from the 80s, 81 here. Adrian Belew, Robert Fripp, Tony Levin, Bill Bruford. The Sheltering Sky is probably my favorite track off of here. Very sort of ambient, easily approachable song. I don't think there's any lyrics at all. The opening track, Elephant Talk, is cool. Indiscipline is cool. There's a sort of a spoken word sort of feeling to this. It's hard to explain, but it's quite interesting. Not what I expected it to be like, but I did really enjoy this. I spun this a lot. So that one's going in the collection. Another sort of a female singer-songwriter. This is Joan Armatrading. This is self-titled. This is not her debut album, but this is from '76, I believe. And it's good. It's good stuff. I'm growing to like Joan Armatrading a lot. Very great singer, great songwriter. Yeah, great songwriter. Really good lyrics and good playing. So I thoroughly enjoyed this. Next, we got Three Dog Nights, Suitable for Framing. This has Feeling Alright on it. Really good album of theirs. Really enjoyable. Really pretty. It's got a funny. The gatefold's kind of funny on this one. Open that up. We got some sort of party going on in the woods. Not sure what's going on there, but very cool. Good, enjoyable album. Okay, next up, I showed an English beat in one of my recent updates. I think it might have been the last one, but this is Ranking Roger from the English Beat, or the Beat, if you want to call them that. This is Radical Departure from '88, I believe. Really cool. It definitely has that sort of ska vibe to it. There's a little bit of sort of a synthy sort of synth pop sort of vibe to it as well. Some songs more than others. Some songs skew more towards the ska side. Some songs skew more towards the synth pop sort of side. But I really enjoyed this a lot. Next one is one I know a lot of people love, and it comes highly recommended in the VC, and I can see why. It's wow. This album will blow your mind, and it's something I probably would have never known about it if it weren't for the VC. This is David Crosby's If I Could Only Remember My Name. Just a beautiful, beautiful album. And this is one where side 1 and side 2 are like different experiences. It's one of those ones. It's great like that. You know, side 1 has more of a rocky, you know, more of a CSNY sort of vibe to it, and then side 2 is more of just a very subtle acoustic sort of calming, relaxing sort of vibe to it. So great, amazing album. Yeah, absolutely buy this if you see it for a reasonable price. Yeah, don't pass that one up at all. Killer album. Next, some more of my 80s pop. You know, I love 80s pop. We got Martika's self-titled. This one has the Toy Soldiers, which is the big hit off of here. And I mostly enjoyed this. There was a cover of I Feel the Earth Move Under My Feet, which I just didn't like at all. But the rest of it is good. That was a cheap pickup, and I'm going to be holding on to that because I do like it. And then we're still working through my Gordon Lightfoot collection, trying to see what I have, what I don't have. I want to send some of my duplicates to Derek at some point once I get it all sorted out. But we got Gordon Lightfoot's Dream Street Rose. This is from 1980. This is a really good album. It's got Sea of Tranquility, Ghost of Cape Horn, Whisper My Name, The Auctioneer. It closes with a song called The Auctioneer, which is as cool as it sounds. I mean, he sings the song like an auctioneer. It's a cool song. Great closing track, and this is a great album. This is a very good Gordon Lightfoot album, Dream Street Rose, so definitely recommend that one. Alright, next up we got something I got in trade from River. Hopefully what I sent him has finally made it there. It took me a while to get it shipped out, but traded for this Nappy Roots album, Wooden Leather, which I think was their second album after Watermelon Chicken and Grits. This is from 2003. Yeah, very good. I love Southern hip hop in general, and the Nappy Roots are really good. They really do some really thoughtful songs, but they also can do a fun party kind of song too. So really good hip hop, Southern hip hop, Nappy Roots. If you haven't checked them out, give it a shot. But good stuff. And lastly but not leastly, another Gordon Lightfoot here. The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face. I think this is from '78. It says, of course, The First Time I Ever Saw Your Face, Pussy Willows and Cattails, Bitter Green, Softly. Some really classic Gordon Lightfoot stuff on here. And it's really cool. Just the difference. I mean, these two albums are only 2 years apart, and they're very, very different. This one's a lot more just traditional folky kind of stuff, and this one is it's got a lot more going on with it. But they're both good in their own ways. But yeah, once again, Gordon Lightfoot is underrated as an artist, and I'm really growing to appreciate him more and more. And it's, an artist my mom loved and I hated when I was a kid growing up. I guess just because you hate what your parents love. I hated the Beatles too growing up, which is probably sacrilege, but yeah. So that was a fun update. Hopefully it just wasn't too long, and thank you for watching, and I hope everyone has a great week. And remember, crate digging is not a crime. Get out there and do some. Cheers.